gentlemen across the microphone from me have been, as I said it, running up and down the field with whistles in their mouths and stripy shirts on and umpire uniforms and all kinds of different implements of the trade of a PIAA official. As we welcome into the studio, Frank Garritano, Tony Sottile, joining us here this morning on Indiana in the Morning, and our visit is presented by Marcus and Mack. Voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Todd.
It's good to have you both with us here today. We want to talk about an event that you have coming up. As I was saying previously, there are a lot of really wonderful opportunities for folks to be a part of the sports world even after they are done playing their high school sports, and that is as a PIAA official. So you need help in terms of getting people out there do that wonderful job, and you've got an opportunity for folks to learn about it and maybe sign on.
Yes, Todd. With the chapters in Indiana County, and we're talking about the 6 chapters: baseball, basketball, football, track and field, volleyball, are putting together a recruitment night next Thursday, November 20th at Primanti Brothers from 7 until 8:30. And the purpose of the event is to try to encourage young adults as well as college and high school students to become PIAA officials in various sports. So it's just not one sport specific, but it's all the sports who have chapters in Indiana County. And the reason we're doing this is our numbers are down, except for basketball chapter, who's a little over 40 members. There's not a chapter in Indiana County that has at least 20 members. Mm-hmm. So our numbers are down, and we're looking to increase those numbers as we move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do folks need to know? You don't need to sign up ahead of time, Tony, or would you just come?
We don't. Yeah, we have signs out advertising the event next Thursday, and there's a QR code on the posters, which would be a link to the PIAA website. And we just want people to take a look at the website, see what they might be interested in. We want to have a representative from each chapter at the meeting to give a brief explanation of what we do, what might be involved in becoming an official in that particular sport, and answer any questions that anybody might have.
Mm-hmm. You've been doing this for how long? Various sports, I know.
Yeah, about 20 years, I believe, baseball and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit different I started basketball a little sooner than baseball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Frank, you're on the Pennsylvania Mount Rushmore of officials.
Yeah, this is beginning of my 47th season.
47 seasons.
And to piggyback what Tony was saying about how to become an official, it's really a pretty simple process. It's really a 3-step process. One, you need to complete an application. And as Tony said, you can go online and get that, or you can print the application from the PIAA website. Mm-hmm. Once you complete that, then the PIAA will send you a rules book, and sometimes they will send you an old test to help you prepare for it. Mm-hmm. Once you pass the test, you have to get your 3 clearances, the FBI, child abuse, and Pennsylvania State Police clearances. Get those clearances, and then you join a member of one of our local chapters.
There are obvious benefits and motivations that people might choose for becoming a sports official. Love of the game, wanting to stay in shape. There's a nice little payday there involved as well, Tony. And I know that those can overcome some of the objections folks might have, which is, there's a certain amount of verbal lobbings at them through the course of a game. But, as a job or as a pastime, it really is rewarding, isn't it?
It's very rewarding, Todd. And one of the reasons you mentioned is the reason I got into it. My daughter was playing basketball for Indiana High School. And, of course, we go and watch her games, watch her scrimmages. Occasionally there'd be times when they needed someone to volunteer to officiate the basketball game. Well, as fans, you don't always know what's involved in that or necessarily know all the rules, even though they may think they do. Mm. So I'd go down and I'd volunteer and took an interest in it. But then, as Frank said, got a rule book to look up a question or figure out what the correct ruling was, and thought, well, maybe I should just take my test. And when she was finished playing, I started basketball. Baseball's been a lifelong endeavor for me. As you know, I've played for years in high school, and even just finished 20 years in the over 40 league. So still actually playing, but baseball was a natural for me to umpire as well. And there is some financial benefit to it. There's the camaraderie of working with other officials and developing relationships. Sometimes the thought of doing that is getting together with fellow officials after a big game is what makes it so rewarding. And it's the excitement. It's one way, if you can either coach really or you can officiate, but one way to stay connected to the game if you can't play anymore.
Yeah.
And Frank will tell you there's nothing like the excitement of getting ready for a big game. The players are excited, the crowd's excited, and we're just as excited. We want to go out and give the players and the fans the best game we can possibly give. And Frank's been fortunate enough, based on his ability, to do a number of state championship games, which is the pinnacle of our profession, so to speak.
I just had Joe Lombardi in here last half hour. We were talking about beginning a season. He says, yeah, I still get the butterflies. I can't wait to get it going. It's an exciting thing. Now, Frank, you've officiated events at the highest level here in the state of Pennsylvania. Still get the butterflies too, I would assume.
Absolutely. As Tony said, as an athlete, as you're playing, you get the butterflies in the stomach prior to the game. And it works up as a coach, which I was fortunate to do for a number of years before getting into officiating. In the big games, you want to have the perfect game. But we all realize nobody ever has a perfect game. So if you have an excellent game, that's pretty darn good. And that's what we always strive for. After the game, we sit, like Tony said, and get together and talk about what we're doing, what we can do to get better, because we always want to do what's best for the kids. And we're there for the student athlete because we know that officials are needed to officiate the game. And as long as we're there, there will be competition with the kids. And we try to promote sportsmanship as much as we can. And that's very important from a fan standpoint to encourage and support their local teams in that manner.
Absolutely. Do you take that opportunity every once in a while to sit down with the guys after a game and have some pizza, go over it a little bit, or just talk about the sport as a whole?
Absolutely. After every game, I personally, after every game, always ask the guys I'm working with, what do you want to talk about? What did we miss here? What can we do better there? Those type of things, because even though Tony and I have been officiating for a number of years, we always feel that we can get better at our craft and what we can do. So absolutely, I think the good and the better officials always want to work toward that pinnacle of having a perfect game.
Sort of stokes the competitive fires in you all over again, doesn't it, Tony?
It does, and I think probably what most people don't realize is the amount of time in terms of preparation that we do to get our calls right. And we have several meetings each year. Each chapter has meetings. A new official, all our officials have to attend a certain number of meetings, as well as a mandatory state rules meeting to stay active. We spend time reviewing rules, video analysis. We review game situations that we may have been involved in. If we have a question about a rule, one of the most important things we do every game is pregame, where the officiating crew gets together, anticipates that game, and runs through the procedures. Even though we've done it thousands of times, it's you never know when you're going to miss something, and you want to be fully prepared when you walk on the court or on the field. And then we have a post-game review to see if, no matter how many times you cover something strange may happen in that game that we've never seen before. So we want to address it and follow up with our rules interpreters to make sure we made the right decision.
Primanti Brothers Thursday, correct, Frank?
Correct.
And at what time?
7 to 8:30 p.m.
7 to 8:30, and you'd love for everybody to come. And we think about high school kids who have concluded their sports career, their playing career, and maybe they want to stay in the game, as you said. Maybe a college student who needs a little extra money, because they all do, and we all do. And so it's a great opportunity for them, and just the idea of still being a part of the whole scene has to be a pretty enticing thing.
Absolutely, and we hope to have a nice showing next Thursday night. And it's only a few minutes out of your daily schedule, so hopefully we'll get quite a few people there next Thursday.
Yeah, and bring your questions, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure that people have I've heard this about the game. I've heard this about the parents or the coaches or anything like that. And how do I deal with this or how do I deal with that? Or I wouldn't be able to. And that's why you're there. You want to answer all of those questions for them and maybe get them started on what could be a really exciting 47 years, Frank?
Yes.
I don't know that somebody wants to still do that for 47 years, but still, whatever amount that you would like to do, it would be a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. You were telling me a couple of years ago, I remember, Frank, about your fitness regime and getting set. I think at that time you were getting set for a football season, and how it really benefits you to get the legs in shape ahead of time, and it helps your overall health as well as you get older.
Absolutely. And I think that is one of the reasons I also stay in the game is because of the physical component, knowing that otherwise I might just be sitting in a recliner at home. That way physical activity helps keep me younger per se.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so wonderful motivations, wonderful reasons for someone to think about becoming a PIAA official, and I know you guys have been doing it long enough. You don't do it this long unless you love it, Tony.
Absolutely. You love the sport, you love the people, and you hope to give them the best game we could possibly give them.
So next Thursday, Primanti Brothers in Indiana, anybody can come, and we think, you're two guys, and there are a whole bunch of guys. We'd love to see young ladies become a part of this as well.
Absolutely.
And for all sports, too. We don't have to limit ourselves to girls' sports. Ladies, they can be a part of the boys' sports officiating team as well.
And we are looking to see if we can find any young ladies who are interested in officiating football. We'd love to have them start that because you now see that at the college and the professional level. So we'd love to get a few females into our football ranks.
Absolutely. All right, so there you go. People who need information about it, they have some questions about the event. Who should they contact?
They can contact me, Frank Garritano. My email address is fjgarritano@comcast.net.
Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, we wish you the best with this event and hope you find a few colleagues out there who are willing to take on the job. Appreciate it.
Sounds good, Todd. Thank you
Thank
very
you, Todd.
much.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Fox News is next at 9 o'clock, then Josh in the WCCS newsroom.